Hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to The Done Creative. For today's pick a card reading, we're going to be figuring out what you can expect in your love life in the year of 2020. And if you're new to pick a card readings, I just ask that you try to maybe close your eyes, center your energy, and focus on pile number 1, 2, 3, or 4 to figure out which pile speaks to you most. If more than one pile calls out to you, there may be a message in each pile for you. And just remember, these are general readings, so everything I say in the pile may not apply to your life, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. So without delaying this any further, let's go ahead and jump into your reading. So go ahead and check the timestamps below to jump to the pile or piles that called out to you most, and I'll see you over there. For those of you who chose group number 1, let's figure out what your love life has in store for you in the year of 2020. It appears that my messy card display follows me into this new year, so Happy New Year to me. As far as your love life goes in the year of 2020, this overall looks really good. I do see, for those of you that are already in a relationship, it appears to me that you guys will be healing some wounds. I think a lot of this comes from your past, but we're gonna go ahead and just start up here and work our way down and figure out what you can expect this year. So the first card we have here says, assess your relationship. So whether you're in a relationship, you're just starting out, you've been together for 40 years, whatever the case may be, there may be aspects or cycles within this relationship that just haven't been serving your highest good and just won't continue to serve your highest good. So it'll be a good time this year to really take a deep, close look with a magnifying glass at this relationship and see what about this relationship is working and what is not. And that doesn't mean you need to just, well, this relationship isn't working, so goodbye. No. Just certain aspects within this relationship maybe could use some improvement, and you can look at this either on your own or with your partner, or you can say, hey, to your partner, this thing within our relationship could maybe be better. What do you think? What's your input? And just have a conversation about it. But if you're not quite to the point where you can even really put into words what's not working, just really do a lot of inner self-reflection and maybe some meditation on this relationship to really get a sense of what isn't working, because I feel like a lot of this relationship is working. And for those of you who are single so far, you're just really going to be, it feels to me like you're going to be really picky on who you start a relationship with. So whether you've just gone out of a relationship or you haven't been in a relationship for a really long time, it doesn't matter. It feels to me like you guys are going to be very selective as to who you allow within your energetic frequency and who you share yourself with. So we have the honeymoon card. So it says, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So you may be getting married this year if you're already not, but if you already are married or long-term relationship, maybe you're going to be going on a vacation. Kind of, it feels to me like a dream vacation, something you guys have maybe been planning for a long time, or you yourself personally have just really been thinking about it for a long time, going to this specific place. And I do feel there is water in this card. I do feel like this is somewhere near water or on the water, maybe a cruise or something, but it would be very beneficial to your relationship to get away from everyone you know and everything you know and work and all the things, and just allow yourself time to reconnect with each other and just have fun on a holiday where your worries are very minimal compared to your day-to-day life. And then we have here, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So I think this goes out to those of you who are in that relationship that just kind of feel dejected or like things aren't working for the best. Just keep that positive mindset. Remember the things about your partner that really brought you or attracted you to them in the first place, and really focus on how you can bring those qualities out in your partner by bringing qualities about yourself that you really like or that you know they really like out in yourself. And for those of you who are not in a relationship, I think this just says stay really optimistic about your love life. Don't say, oh, there's no one out there for me. Don't have that ho-hum attitude about, oh, I guess love just isn't for me, because I feel like if you have selected this pile, even if you feel that way, there is someone out there for you. You maybe just need to change your belief system or your mindset just a bit, or just adjust it a bit, going back to that assess your relationship. And with those of you who are single and kind of down and out about love, just assess your relationship with yourself and how you think about yourself, how you treat yourself, what you say to yourself within your mind is very important, because that's the signal of the beacon that you're putting out to the universe, to potential love interests, and they're going to pick up on how you feel about yourself. So whether that's good or bad, that's the signal you're putting out. So if you don't have a partner, this could be the year that you really work on yourself. And while working on yourself, you are also doing double the work, because you're working on pulling that partner closer to you. And then here we have the bathroom card, which is all about cleansing your energy, cleansing just everything about your life. And it also says here, clarify. So you may be getting big clarity, assessing that relationship, staying optimistic, going on that trip. You're really getting clarity about the things in your relationship that aren't working, and you're really highlighting the things that are. And by really focusing on those things that are working, it really kind of sets the stage for a more productive and beautiful relationship, because you are focusing on those good things, and it will help the bad things kind of come into alignment or work themselves out, so to speak. And then here we have the mother healing card. So it says, as your feelings toward your mother heal, your desires manifest more rapidly and accurately. And this may not be just your mother. This could just be your early childhood, that inner child, that way you felt before you left home. Maybe some of the belief systems you had about love and relationships, maybe seeing your parents get a divorce, or just seeing toxic cycles play out in relationships of the people around you when you were growing up. Maybe that kind of set the stage again. I keep saying set the stage, but I feel like, all the world is a stage. So, but that really set the tone for how you view relationships and your dynamic within that relationship. And maybe for some of you, you are trying to heal your partner, where you're kind of acting as that mother energy to help them heal. And that could either be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on how codependent the relationship is. But just make sure you're allowing any kind of unhealed emotions or traumas from your past. You really work on those, and it will help bring your relationship into really good alignment. And then here we have kick up your heels. And I think that's fun how letting go and kick up your heels, they really feel about the same type of energy. And both of these cards are very blue. And to me, blue is a very fun color. It's communicative, it's energetic, it's just fun. I think it's funny too, it's right below the honeymoon card. So I feel like a lot of you guys have just been very serious, either if you're in a relationship or not, you've just been very serious about life. And this is just calling you to bring more fun into either your way of looking for people if you are single, or your relationship if you are in a relationship. Just allow more fun, more time to play, kick up your heels, not just allow the stress of the day to kind of set the tone for your relationship day to day. Just make sure you're allowing yourself to have fun, to let go of anything that's really bothering you. Not let it go, let it slide under the rug or anything, but just let go little grievances that really don't mean much. But make sure you're also letting go if you have past traumas or past belief systems surrounding relationships. This is the year to let those go and to kind of redefine what relationships mean to you and your role in them and the role you expect the other person to play. It feels to me like you're going to be, with this cleanse card, you're going to really be tuning into what it is that matters most to you and letting go of all the BS and the crud that just isn't serving your relationship or your personal highest good this year. And then with the dragonfly, we have emergence. So that really pairs well with what I just said about emerging into who you are, letting go of the things that maybe defined you in the past, but you've decided they don't define me anymore, and you're letting those things go so that you can blossom and be the person you want to be. And because here's the thing, You can be in relationships with all these people in your life all day long, but the person you can never, ever, ever get away from, no matter how far you drive or how fast you run, is yourself. So that is the most important relationship in your life, is yourself. And a lot of times when people are looking for love, if you're single and you've just been looking and looking and looking and looking, it seems to me when it is that you start to work on yourself and really fall in love with who you are as a person, who you are as a soul, that's when that love can finally come into your awareness or into your field, because you have finally started to love yourself, and now you can put that signal out for other people to love you as well. So I feel like this is a year you're really going to be coming into your own. Maybe you're going to be adopting self-care. I mean, you have the bathroom here with the bathtub and all these beauty products and stuff. You may be sprucing yourself up both inside and outside, and just kind of becoming the person you've always wanted to be, so that you can be that person in your relationship as well. And then again, we have the outdoors card, and to me this pairs with the honeymoon. I mean, a lot of these take place outdoors near water, lots of trees and greenery. So it feels to me like if you can get outdoors, if you are single, you may find somebody on a hiking trail, and not like a creepy backwoods type of thing, but like you may, see some guy walking his dog and he catches your eye on the trail, and, you strike up a conversation. I don't mean it creepy, I mean it like, kind of like a meet cute kind of thing. But then again, if you are in a relationship, this just could be saying, get outside together, enjoy nature together, because when we are in nature, we can really allow the stress of our everyday lives to just melt away. And when you can be with your partner out in nature, you can both allow the everyday stresses and the blocks and the negative cycles in relationships to really start to heal. And it also will help highlight the things that are really working in your life and in your relationship. So yeah, I think that's all I'm seeing for you guys, but this looks really good. Again, just stay really optimistic, go on a trip, get out in nature, clear away what's no longer serving you to heal yourself and your partner. And again, if you are single, just allow yourself to have fun, get out there, and really assess who you are, and if you are with someone, who you are and who they are, and what your relationship means to you. And looks like a pretty good year for love for you guys. So thank you so much for checking this out, you guys. And as always, thanks again for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you back at the Den Creative. All right, bye. All right, group number 2, let's figure out what you can expect in your love life in the year of 2020. All right, you guys, this looks really good. I'm excited to talk about this. This is so fun. Yay, okay, this is good. All right, get your popcorn, get your coffee, sit down, let's have a fun chat about your love life here in 2020, because it's looking really beautiful. So whether you're with someone or you're single, this can still apply, and we'll talk about all the ways that'll apply, and we'll just start up here and work our way through. So here it says, eat healthful foods. And I was thinking about this the other day. I was thinking how, the standard American diet is mostly what people eat, but there's a lot of people, especially in the spiritual community, who are really starting to get conscious of what it is that we put in our bodies. And I don't just mean actual food, but what is it that you're consuming through the media, just by sitting with certain people, say in a bar, whatever it is you're taking in with all of your senses, that is you consuming things. So what is it that you're consuming? What is not serving you? I think this is kind of not calling you out, but just asking for you to be really aware this year where it is that you can cut out things that aren't serving your highest good. And that a lot of times starts with eating healthy foods or putting healthy things in or on our bodies. Cleaning up your diet, cleaning up your beauty products, and making sure there's less chemicals, less toxins in those is going to make you a better partner for anybody, whether you're single or with someone. It's going to make you a happier and healthier person for yourself and for other people in your life. So I think this is just really saying this year is going to be very important to you, what it is you're consuming, whether that's music, media, foods. You're just really going to be cleaning up your act as far as knowing, okay, I need to turn this news off because all it's doing is making me depressed and I need to be listening to binaural beats and just really getting my vibration up. I just feel like you guys are kind of working on yourselves to be able to put that beautiful person that you are on the inside into any relationship you're in. So then we have the attraction card and the passion card. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Allow your heart and your soul to sing with joy. So that goes back to getting yourself as clean and happy and healthy as possible. Because when you can be in your highest vibration, you're going to attract what you're putting out. So if you're putting out, gossip and negativity and toxic stuff, you're going to be getting that back through your partner and through other people in your life. So the more happy and healed you can become on the inside, the better person you're going to be for someone else. And it is a give and take, and every relationship in our lives is a mirror to who we are on the inside. We're reflecting out how we feel on the inside in all of our relationships so that we can see who we are through other people. So it feels to me, though, those of you that are in the relationship already or going to be finding a relationship this year, it's going to be hot, you guys. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be sexy. It's going to be full of all that stuff that you think about when you read the romance novel or, think of that person, that ultimate person that you want to be with. It's going to be all those things, but it's not just going to come easy. It's going to be coming because you're putting the effort into who you are, and you're going to be almost falling in love with yourself. And I don't mean that in a vain or superficial kind of way. I mean, you're going to be really getting in touch with who you are on the inside, and it's going to make something spark within you that's just going to be so beautiful to you and to other people. And then here you have this astral travel card. It says vital force, information, and dream time soul travel. So you may be having a lot of sexy dreams or dreaming about, I just saw like someone dreaming about a celebrity they have a crush on, but it's almost like these dreams are helping you, kind of pointing out what in your life needs to be played out. Because a lot of times if you have fantasies or you think about someone but you're not fulfilling those fantasies in some way, you will play them out in your dream time. But I feel like I just saw somebody who's not with their partner yet, but this is one person, literally one person who's watching this. You haven't met your partner yet, that you're someone who's single right now, or you're getting out of a toxic, I feel okay. I'm putting the pieces together as I go. Okay, so you are getting out of a toxic relationship. Either you just have gotten out of it in this last year, or you're getting out of it this year. And you're gonna have a dream about this. And I feel like this is a woman I'm talking about. So the person watching this is a woman. You're getting out of a toxic relationship. You're having a dream about this guy, and you will be somewhere and you will see this guy from your dream that you've never seen before, and here he is, but you have actually met him in the astral realm. You guys met each other there so that when you met in real life, I'm getting crown tingles now, guys, okay, or guy, one person, this is for one lady, but you're gonna have a dream about this guy, you're gonna meet him in somewhere out in public, and you're both gonna look at each other, kind of do a double, triple take, like, okay, because you're both going to have had this dream about each other, and you're going to recognize each other from this dream, but it's because you guys are twin flames or a very strongly connected soul family people. So again, that's just for literally one person, but I had to say it, and if you are that person, I hope someday you come back and let me know all about it, because that sounds amazing. How cool. But for those of you that are not that lady, I feel like you guys, because of all this passion and attraction you have, especially if you're already with your partner and you have a partner, you're gonna be doing more spiritually connected activities together, whether that's meditating together, tantra, going on retreats together, just anything spiritual or getting more connected on a deeper level. You're gonna be doing that together. Maybe you're seeking out spiritual information together. Maybe you're doing meditations together. You're like tantra, look into that. I won't say much more about that. I'm trying to keep this PG, but I can see you. I see what you're doing there. Keep going. You're doing great. And then here we have the Let Yourself Receive card. Allow others to give you loving care, receive without guilt or apologies. So I feel like a lot of you guys have been very giving in your relationships, and you haven't maybe sometimes felt like you're getting back. Whether you're in a relationship now or this is just past relationships, maybe you felt like you were always giving and not getting. But I think a lot of it is because you guys are almost trying to give to make up for what you feel are your shortcomings. You're not allowing yourself to receive. So maybe I just see like one specific instance, someone's giving someone a back rub and like, oh no, you don't have to do that. Let me take care of you. So you're kind of, like I like to say, blocking your blessings. So if someone offers you a massage or, you know, some sort of giving and you almost instinctively want to try to block it, just allow yourself to receive and just feel how that feels, because I think a lot of you just aren't used to getting from somebody. You're used to giving. So allow yourself this year to receive, because if you allow that reception, you're going to be feeling all this attraction and passion. So then here we have awakening your true self. And that just goes back to what I was saying about really, and the inner child, really getting in touch with who you are, healing childhood wounds and traumas, because this inner child comes up because a lot of times when you are in a sexual or intimate relationship, cycles from your childhood tend to play out. So if you're the woman, cycles with your father play out in your husband or your male significant other. And if you're a male, you're playing out cycles with your mother, with your female companion. And if you're gay or bi or whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter. So whatever you feel your more dominant masculine or feminine is the one you can use to kind of guide you. And the other partner could be the same. Like if you identify as a more feminine and you think they identify as a more feminine, maybe you're both playing out roles of your father. So whatever you identify or they identify as, kind of put the opposite as the one you need to kind of heal or balance out in some way. And just remember, your partner is not your father if you're a woman, or if you're a gay man, your partner is not your mother or your father, however you want to identify. You are writing the rules. You don't have to go by what you were taught in relationships, and you can heal those things, because if you can heal these things, it's just going to make this year's worth of love so much better. And getting in touch with that inner self, I do feel like those of you who are in relationships or going to be meeting somebody, you're going to be taking your relationships to a more spiritual level this year with this astral travel and then awakening your true self. There may be spiritual awakening. So if one or the other of you partners, if you're already together, if one or the other of you are awakened and the other is not, I feel like this is going to be the year the other one will awaken. So that will be a relief for some of you who are awakened people who've had spiritual awakenings, Kundalini awakenings, that you feel like your partner's more stuck in the 3D realm. This is going to be the year that they kind of come up to meet you where you are, rather than you having to always go down where they are in the 3D realm. And that's going to be very beautiful and transformational for your relationship. And then for those of you who are single and you're on that spiritual path, I feel like you're just going to already attract that spiritual person, because that's the signal you're putting out. That's what you're going to bring to you. It's just going to be very beautiful, very spiritual and connected. I see twin flame energy. I see soulmate energy, soul family energy. For anyone who's already with a partner or looking to find a partner, it's great. And then here we have cave and sanctuary. So this can go a couple of ways for me. I feel like a lot of you guys are making your home your sanctuary, especially if you're already with your partner. This is going to be the year you guys really work on your place. If you live with your partner or you're maybe moving in together for the first time, you're going to be making your place home. You're going to be making the house a home. You're going to be making it just beautiful. And for another way this can go is you're just seeking sanctuary within your partner, and it's safe for you to come out. So if you haven't been vulnerable with your partner, this is just saying they are a safe space for you to become vulnerable, and your intimacy this year is just going to be on a whole other level than you've ever known it. And it's going to be very beautiful, very transformational, and just for your highest good. I mean, I see nothing here that is negative. And I'm not saying that the relationships that everybody who's watching this are in are perfect by any stretch, or that aren't going to take some work to get you here. You're going to have to put in the work, especially with yourself, getting yourself to be the person you are deep down, and allowing the false ego and the programming of who you should be to fall away, so you can find who you truly are with this awakening your true self. To be able to share your true self with your partner and be vulnerable, and you know, it'll take your intimacy to a whole other level that you just never even dreamed of. So this is a very beautiful, very passionate, very sexy pile. You guys will have to let me know below what you thought, if this resonated, any cool stories of how you met your partner, or you know, if you're watching this later in the year and you met that person, and especially if you're that lady that I see having the dream about the partner and then meeting the partner. I want to hear all the things, you guys. Let me know below what you thought. And as always, you guys, thanks again for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you back at the Den Creative. All right, bye. All right, for those of you who chose group number 3, let's figure out what you can expect for the year of 2020 in your love life. You guys had a few extra cards pop out, so I had to kind of change up my game plan as far as how I lay these out. So I think I got it sorted. Doesn't look too shabby up there, so we'll take it as a win. Okay, you guys. So we're just gonna start up here and work our way through, but I already am just getting some really cool vibes from this, and I'm really excited to talk about this. So let's get into it. Starting up here, we have follow your dreams. So for me, whether you're in the relationship already or you're single, this is going to be the year that you really allow yourself to have the things you've always wanted, and that especially goes for your love life. You guys are, if you haven't been in a relationship, or you know, you're single right now, you're gonna be finding that soulmate relationship. But I get really strong, just like group number 2, I get really strong twin flame vibes from this. And if not twin flame, definitely soulmate. So you may already be with your twin flame or your soulmate. And again, we do have more than one soulmate. So if you were with a soulmate and broke up, you may find another one. You just never know. And they don't always, you know, soulmates don't always have to be a romantic partner. They could be your child, your parent, your whatever. But for the information coming through for you guys, there are either with a soulmate or twin flame, or there's one coming in for you this year. I feel it very strongly. But this is going to be the year you finally allow yourself to follow your dreams, especially where this relationship is concerned. Again, whether you're in the relationship or trying to attract it to you, the best way to get this to you is by heart-to-heart conversations. You know, honestly discuss your feelings with each other, and make sure you're not hiding parts of yourself away, because a lot of times, especially the things that we don't feel are the best parts of ourselves, we try to hide them away. And you know, especially you think back to when you first got in a relationship, if you're in one now, or any past relationship you got into. When you first got together with this person, you literally had your best foot forward and you gave it your best shot. You wanted to look your best, you wanted to dress your best. You just were your best all around. And then, you know, as you got comfortable and used to each other, you kind of started letting that best slide a little bit. And then before you know it, you're, you know, doing all the things, which, you know, is fine, because we want to be comfortable with our partners, but we still want to be able to give them our best. It's okay to let our guards down, you know, literally put our hair up, wear the sweatpants, all that. That is fine. That is perfect. But we can't let and become sloppy with the way we do things. And I feel like for some of you, you maybe feel like, you know, the last year or two, I haven't given my partner as much attention as I should be, you know, being focused too much on work or kids or other things. And this is the year you're bringing yourself back to that partner. But I think for a couple of you, some of you have actually been on the edge of breakup or divorce, and you maybe even still be in that boat as you're watching this, whenever it is you're watching this, whether it's in January or July or whenever. You may feel like, is this even worth my time? Is this relationship worth my time? Should I let this person go? this feels like this is very worth your time. This is a soulmate. This is someone who is here to teach you things about yourself that you just couldn't even realize were possible, and it's worth fighting for. So if you are that person or people on the verge of a breakup or a divorce, this is worth fighting for. You are worth the love and the dreams and everything. So I want you to fight for it. If it's even a question of should I stay, absolutely you should stay. This is a relationship that is bringing you pieces of yourself you forgot or didn't know existed. And I do see one person though that is in a very toxic, negative relationship that absolutely should walk away. But for those others of you, I feel like this person, if you know this person has a good heart, absolutely you should try to work it out. But for that one person, absolutely you can let that go because this is toxic for you. But most of you, you should stay. And then for those of you who are looking to attract that, just learn to trust, because it's hard to be vulnerable and allow those parts of ourselves, especially those not so pretty parts of ourselves, to come up and be seen by other people. And how I was saying, put your best foot forward, follow your dreams, but you should be able to trust this person enough with the things about yourself that you don't feel are the best. Because I feel like we can always take those negative points of ourselves and make them a strength in our life. They don't just have to be this dirty little secret we keep locked up in some closet behind our heart. Like, we can bring these things to the surface to be healed and maybe reintegrated into our lives as something that can actually be beneficial and very beautiful. And I think for a lot of you guys, especially those who have kind of gone through the ringer in your relationship or have maybe even been with their partner for a very long time, this is that mirror image. And to me, this is a very twin flame energetic card. So you may be with your twin flame, or you're going to be attracting your twin flame, but this mirror card to me is all about that truth, like being revealed to you, because your relationships, especially your love relationship or your significant other, they are the perfect mirror of how you feel on the inside. So however it is they're treating you or acting toward you or being in the relationship, it really doesn't have much to do with you. It's just reflecting back to you how you feel about yourself on the inside. So even those people, I feel like a great number of you guys are empaths and have been in the past in relationships with narcissists. But what's the other side of the empath coin? It is the narcissist. That's why so many empaths attract those narcissists into their lives, to kind of hold that mirror up in front of their face and show them the parts inside of themselves that aren't so great, so that they can heal them and integrate them into their lives to make them something that can actually benefit them. That doesn't mean you have to stay with the narcissist if you are the empath. It's just when the lesson's learned, you can move on. It's cool like that. Okay, so then we have the soulmate relationship, like I was saying. Especially those of you who are attracting that new romance, you're going to be finding soulmates. And those of you who are already in that relationship, again, twin flame or soulmate relationship, and you've known that or you've felt that for a very long time, maybe the way you met was very, I don't know, like it felt very fated or destined to be when you met. And that is same thing with those that are going to be meeting someone. It's going to feel very destined to be or fated, or almost like the beginning of a movie, almost just really, really a cool way to meet somebody, I feel like. And then we have here the Trust Your Intuition card. So whether you are thinking, and this kind of goes back to those of you who are thinking, maybe this relationship's over, maybe I should stay, maybe I should go. Again, trust your intuition. I think deep down you already know what you need to do. And I think for a lot of you guys, you may felt like you were the one that was the problem. And it's always especially hard when it's hard enough when it's absolutely obvious, especially if you're the empath and the other one's the narcissist. It's absolutely obvious that the narcissist is probably, 90% of the problems in the relationship. But I think some of you guys may be realizing, hey, maybe I'm a big part of the problem in this relationship. And the good thing about that is you have complete control to fix it. You are in charge of who you are and what you do, so you can fix those things and make this relationship even stronger. But I think it's going to take a lot of trust, both with you and the partner, and a lot of heart-to-heart conversations. I think for some of you guys with the sexuality card, it feels like, especially if you're a woman in this scenario, you may be wanting to heal that sexuality. Maybe there was a incident in the past where you felt sexually abused or assaulted, or it was something that went on for a long time I just saw someone with a family member, like an older male in the family, that took advantage of you in some way, whether it was one time or a lot of times. And I feel like that energy is kind of bleeding into what it is you have or what it is you want to build with a significant other. And there are ways you can heal that. I just saw like someone who was assaulted like in high school, and it's hard for them to trust someone completely, and that's where that vulnerability comes, where you want to hide those dark parts of yourself. But if you can heal those parts, you can make any relationship just absolutely beautiful, because again, it's a mirror of how you feel on the inside. So if you feel healed and in charge and empowered over your sexuality, then you can shine, and then whatever's shining out of you is going to be reflected back to you through someone who can really care for you and who you can really trust. And then we have the mountain, which is strength. So for those of you who have been through that abuse or that assault, you are strong. You are this mountain, and you can do anything. And this, especially those of you who are thinking, maybe this relationship is over, I don't know what to do anymore. I feel like you're gonna find that sense of strength this year. And then going back also to that sexuality, I think through being intimate with your partner, you're going to find that vulnerability and that sense of trust. You're gonna realize, I can trust this person with my soul, with my heart. They're not gonna do what these people in the past have done to me. And you're gonna be okay. You're gonna feel really okay in that area. That sacral chakra is just gonna start feeling more healed than maybe it's ever felt in your life before. And you're gonna have the strength to, if you're single, go out and find that person, or that person find you. And you're gonna be strong in knowing who you are and trusting that intuition to find somebody who's going to be that soulmate, that really strong connection, both in the physical and the other side. I feel like whoever it is you're attracting, there's someone you've known lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. And for some of you, especially those who are already with their partner, I feel like some of the problems you may have had in the relationship are karmic stuff, karmic things. But it feels to me like they're at the end of that cycle. Like the karma has been done, the debt has been paid, and you're ready to move forward with this sense of strength and trust in the relationship. And then here we have life review, and that just kind of goes back with what I've said, just healing those past traumas and wounds, and really looking at that inner self. And because, again, it's just going to reflect on the outside. So all the work you do on the inside, you're going to see the benefit of it on the outside. And then with the clairvoyance card, I'm helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. So I think a lot of you guys have a very connected relationship to this person. Like you can almost read their mind, or they can read your mind, or you just know how they're feeling or what they're thinking. It's just really, it's a strong bond. And just especially because it's right below this soulmate relationship card, you're gonna be really knowing and being in tune with your partner. So again, if you're single, whoever it is you're attracting this year, you're gonna be very on the same wavelength with this person. It's just gonna feel very beautiful. Like you're almost talking to yourself. It's so natural, and it just flows really well. So if you're someone who's in a relationship and just looking to repair it, you had to put in the work. I'm not saying it's gonna be easy, but you can do it. And it's going to be something that's going to require your strength, but you're going to have the strength to get through it. And at the end of this year, you're going to feel like your relationship is top notch. Everything is the way you would definitely want it. But again, you're going to have to put in the work and the effort and the love and the trust and all those hours of heart-to-heart conversations. because your heart is your guide this year. You are following your dreams. So anything in your relationship that you feel isn't working, you're going to really be taking it under a microscope and examining why it's not working. And you're going to be getting to the bottom of that so you can fix it and make it the most beautiful relationship you've ever had. And those of you who are attracting love, it looks great. You know, you're going to be on point with your intuition. You're going to be finding that soulmate or that twin flame. And the more inner work you can do to make yourself that beautiful beacon of light, the better you're going to be at attracting someone of the same vibration. So yeah, you guys, this was really cool. You'll have to let me know below what you thought. And as always, you guys, thanks again for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you back at the Den Creative. All right, bye. All right, group number 4, let's figure out what you can expect for the year of 2020 in your love life. Okay, I hope we can see those. I can never get these quite right, but we're gonna go with it. With this group, I'm feeling all sorts of things. I feel like there are 2 very distinct paths going on with this. These 2 here are really standing out to me as 2 separate kind of paths for this. So please, with this pile, just take what resonates for you and leave the rest, because I think I'm kind of almost gonna have to split this in 2 to get both paths that I'm seeing here. We'll kind of start here and go both. Okay, well, I'll just start. How about that? Okay. So for the first path here, it says keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So whether you're in that relationship or you're looking for somebody, this is asking you to keep an open mind, because what you expect from this relationship or this person is not going to be exactly what you get. So if you have an open mind, it won't be such a shock to you. And I don't mean this in a bad way. I just mean, like, say for instance, if you're single and maybe you just have this thing for the tall, dark, and handsome, but this guy who's maybe a little shorter and blonde with blue eyes walks in, and he's not your normal type, but there's just something about this guy. So just keep an open mind. And that includes keeping an open mind in scenarios that are going on within your relationship. So that's kind of one path I'm seeing. And then the other is deception. So someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. And I think for those of you who are choosing kind of this path within this pile, you already know, like, your intuition has already honed in on this thing, and you feel like, yeah, this person's totally playing me, but you can see right through it. So if you don't feel like there's any deception going on in your relationship, this is not for you. But if you already have that sense of intuition about this, then just listen to what I'm saying about this, because your intuition is absolutely leading you the right way, and you need to listen to your intuition for sure. So for both paths, whatever the case may be, you're clearing out the debris, and this includes your mental clutter, your physical clutter, cycles within your relationship that aren't working. You want to get it cleaned up. You're cleaning house, so to speak. You're not going to be putting up with things that maybe in the past you've let slide because you've been busy, or, giving people the benefit of the doubt. This is the time to get really crucially clear on what it is you want in your relationship, because you have one try to run through this lifetime. If you're anything like me and believe in reincarnation, you will have multiple lifetimes throughout your existence, but you have one shot in this lifetime, in this body, with this scenario where you're at. You have one shot at it. So you want to make it the best shot you can have. You want to make everything the best you can. So be clearing out what's not serving you, especially in this relationship. But that could be mental clutter, belief systems about especially relationships, or just who you are as a person. Maybe you don't feel worthy of love. You got to clean it out. You got to get rid of it. I saw 2 people like going through their house and just getting rid of a bunch of stuff. And it's like you getting rid of this stuff together. And someone clearing out a box of stuff that they had from their ex-boyfriend, like letters and pictures and just stuff that was kind of energetically keeping you tied to that person. You're going to be getting rid of that so you can create room for new energy to flow into your life. And especially if you're not with someone, like you're single and you're wanting to attract a partner, by getting rid of things that stop wearing the ex-boyfriend's shirt, pack up the old pictures and letters, and just really do like a mental inventory. Do I need to keep this in my life, or should I let it go? You could even make it a little ritual by burning it, burying it, ripping it up, shredding it, whatever works for you, to get that old energy out of your life, to clear out the belief systems and the energy of the old, to make room for the new to come into your life. And that's especially if you're single, because I think a lot of people who are already in relationships have done that already in some way or another. Then we have the kitchen card, which is all about creation. So this is letting me know for both paths, whether you're with someone who's good and you want to keep them, or this deception where you're looking for someone new, or maybe you're meeting someone who already your intuition's telling you they're no good. Listen. But whatever the case may be for you, you're creating yourself and your scenarios and your life every moment of the day. So you want to ask yourself, what is it I'm creating, and is it for my highest good? Because you always want to be creating things that are your highest and best good. You don't want to be creating toxic cycles in relationships, which we all do. We all do that. But it's not like we're consciously usually creating these cycles. It's something that just kind of happens when we let something slide, or we're really busy with other things, or different areas of life kind of take the front seat, and life kind of more happens to you than happens for you, kind of thing. But it feels to me like this year you guys are really going to be creating the relationship you want, the one you've always dreamed of. But that's going to take that work of clearing out the debris. And I just do see one specific one specific person who's with a partner that there has been cheating in the past or deception in the past, but you guys are working on it. And I do feel like this partner, it wasn't you that cheated, it was your partner. But your intuition's saying, okay, I believe they're on a better path now. And that's right. They are. They know it was a mistake, and they're just beating themselves up that they should never have done that. And it's okay for you two to move forward together, even though that deception occurred in the past. But that, I think, is for just one specific person. And then here we have the waves of prosperity. New abundance and exciting opportunities wash over you now. And then we have positive expectations. To me, these two go very hand in hand. And the fact they're right here under this clear out the debris, it tells me once you clear out anything that's not serving you, whether that's physical clutter, mental clutter, negative belief systems about who you are, about your relationship, all the above, once you clear that stuff out, that's when this prosperity and abundance is going to come to you. So if you felt like that person who could never get the right partner, I always attract this bad boy or bad girl, you're going to be changing your tune as far as that goes, and realizing you deserve someone who's going to treat you right. And once you clear out that old belief system that you can't have what you want, and realize you can have what you want, that's when you're going to find the person. And just make sure you always have positive expectations. Just be, again, that pairs well with also keeping that open mind. Maybe I just saw someone's partner suggesting to them that they both go to counseling together, like a couples counseling, and that may in the past have been something you're like, I don't need counseling, I don't want other people to know what I'm doing. But by keeping that open mind and those positive expectations, you're like, you know what, yeah, let's try the counseling. Keeping that open mind. Maybe you guys are trying things out together as a couple that you've never tried before, and you're gonna be learning more about yourselves and each other through trying new things. And then here we have the feeling safe. So this is just letting you know, for those of you who are trusting your intuition and this deception path is not for you, but the keeping the open mind path is kind of more where you're going, it's okay for you to feel safe and be vulnerable in your relationship. This person is not going to hurt your heart on purpose. They're here to be someone you can trust and love and expect to do right by you. So you don't have to feel like you have to close your heart away from this person or keep parts of yourself locked away. I feel like you can be sharing that part of yourself with them. And then here we have the volcano, the volatility card. And that really, the fact it's right under deception, it feels to me like for those people that have that deceptive partner and they realize they probably need to leave that relationship, or you're maybe just starting a relationship, or you're seeing someone and your intuition's saying maybe they're not a good person, follow that, because this person, I feel like, is a narcissist and they're playing you. You are that empath, they are that narcissist, and they are playing you like a fiddle, yet they don't realize that you know that they're playing you, because your intuition's tapping into that. And I'm seeing it like it's all gonna blow up in your face if you don't listen to your intuition. So just make sure, if you're feeling that intuitive nudge to leave this person or that they're deceiving you, do it. But again, I think this also pairs well with clearing out the debris. So if you are in a relationship or you're single and looking for that relationship, either one, if you're not clearing out what's not serving you, things are going to come to a head where everything's just going to explode. Like, things are going to become too much and you're just going to have kind of a bit of a meltdown. It's like your subconscious is letting you know there's a crisis brewing under here. We got to get some of this out before it's all going to blow. So I think you can completely avoid this, big toxic blow up in a relationship, like a big fight or a separation or something. You can definitely avoid this by clearing out what's not serving the relationship. But if you know what's not serving the relationship and you don't really do anything about it, this would be kind of the inevitable outcome, whether that's just a big blow up of a fight or something as major as a separation or a divorce, whichever way. But I feel like you guys are going to be ready to trust your intuition and be able to curve this and completely avoid it at all costs. I feel for the great number of you guys, this is nothing to worry about. As long as you're putting the work and effort into your relationship, you don't have to worry about this. So cross it out. Not for me. Not today, Satan, right? Okay. Last but not least, we have the chakra clearing card. And it says here, call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. So I think this can go for anybody. We can all use with a little bit of house cleaning and housekeeping in our energetic field, clearing out the debris. These go hand in hand, but especially those of you that are trying to heal or overcome toxic or negative cycles within relationships, it would be really beneficial for you to clear out your energy. You can do a guided meditation here on YouTube. Just search chakra clearing meditation or chakra cleansing meditation, something like that, and that will really help you get your energy under control. And another way you can start to clear out things that aren't serving you is to get out in nature. And especially coming into the warmer seasons, you can go outside barefoot and just allow your feet to soak up those negative ions. And you would think, oh, negative ions, that's bad, I don't want negative ions. But you do want the negative ions. It's the positive ions that our electronics give off that we don't want. That can sometimes accumulate. And I see someone who sleeps near their phone or their computer or something that gives off a lot of those positive ions all night long, and you're sleeping next to your partner with these positive ions washing over your bed. So I feel like this is saying, you can clear that out by bringing some crystals into your bedroom. Shungite is really good, or black tourmaline, obsidian. Anything that's like a black stone is really good at clearing out those positive ions, and it's like it cancels those out. So you may also want to do some saging and just clearing out any space where there's been negative or a lot of electronics or something going on. And you may want to also tell you and your partner to maybe not sleep so close to your phone, because it's not really benefiting your energetic field. So yeah, it's kind of a little bit of a random tangent there at the end, but yeah, so whichever path it is that you're on, just always, always, always follow your intuition. It will never lead you wrong. Just keep an open mind. So if your partner suggests you guys do something or go somewhere you've never been, just you make sure you keep an open mind and go with it. Again, using that intuition to check in. Is this right for me? Is this not? Clearing out things that aren't serving you is really going to benefit your relationship this year. And if you are someone who's been on the hunt for a new relationship and you just feel like you can't get that right person, you keep getting these narcissists or these deceptive people, players. I just saw someone like, everybody's a player. Whatever camp you're in, just clear out what's not serving you. I mean, we can all benefit from that. Absolutely, we can. So clear out what's not serving you so you can attract the type of relationship you've always wanted. Even if you're with the partner you've been with and you want to stay with this partner, that doesn't mean you can't take your relationship to a new level by clearing out what's not serving. So clear it out before we have this. But again, if you're working on your relationship, if you're working on yourself, X that out. X that out. You don't have to worry about any of this bad stuff because you're dealing with it. You're facing your fear, you're facing your demons head on, and you're taking care of it. You're taking out the trash, and you're not allowing these negative things to stay in your life. Yeah, I think that's all I'm seeing for you guys. You'll have to let me know below what you thought and share some of your stories with me. I always love to hear all about you guys. Just tell me all the things. And as always, you guys, thanks again for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you back at the Den Creative. All right, bye.